Hi, it's Laura, Aquamarine 18. Thanks for stopping by. I am here with a second very special unboxing, the second one in as many days. These have been two parcels that I have been so eagerly waiting to open, but have been so busy with traveling and so on that I wanted to wait to open them until I could make a video to share them. So I had uploaded earlier my first ever deck trade unboxing, and today I have to unbox a package from Tarot Tube's own Natalie of Sanskrit Blue channel. I'll link her channel below. And I won a draw giveaway on Natalie's channel. What feels like an embarrassingly long time ago now, actually. It was probably like a month. And the package arrived, and I had let her know when it came that it had arrived safely. But I had been waiting so I could unbox it and share it with everyone to say thank you to Natalie, in person on camera. So thank you so much, Natalie. I'm so happy to have won a prize. I know that this is the Vessel deck, an oracle deck, which I always liked the looks of online, and I've never seen it in person. So I was very happy to win this little prize. So I wanted to share a bit of an unboxing and first impressions. Again, I'm always mindful to only show the side that doesn't have our addresses on it. And I always am afraid when I'm opening a package like this that I'm going to rip something that's inside, like if there's a little card or something. So I'm going very carefully from the end. Oh, it's really well packaged. I'm not going to rip any. Here we go. Inside bubble wrap. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, I have a patch. That's fun. I think this would look very good on a bag that I have. I'm not sure if it irons or stitches. I usually kind of do both, but I know exactly where this is going, so thank you. There is a nice little postcard from Natalie expressing, hope that I will enjoy the deck. And it has a quote from Rumi on it. And a second little one. That's really pretty. I like to frame things like this on my shelf that I keep my decks on. So I think that that's what I'm going to do with these cards. And the awaited prize, Vessel deck. I think that this deck will have a lot of pink in it. So it says Vessel on the front, and then the back has a few of the pictures, and it says these drawings were made in Oakland, California in 2015 by Mary Elizabeth Evans. I love you, a Spirit Speak Oracle deck. So I know there's also Spirit Speak Tarot is the same deck creator as well, which is also a really cool deck. Again, one that I don't own, but I have like this one admired on TarotTube and Instagram and so on. So it opens like that. I like. This is a good. This one feels like a little Valentine. It's actually March, early March, but it feels like a little Valentine. It arrived in February, just while I was away. So it was really fun to come home to. The deck comes with a little guidebook. It's a little stapled. It's nice. It has a kind of glossy cover. And then it has handwritten little kind of paragraph meanings for each card, and black and white representations of each card inside as well. I don't know all the cards in this deck. I don't even know how many cards are in this deck. You know, like I said, I've seen the images, but that's about it. A few of them online. This deck is so fun. I already am enchanted. Here's the back. And you can tell something that I like about this, the back of this deck. And I like this. I mentioned this about Spirit Doodle cards when I got it too, is that you can tell where the deck is colored. I'm not sure how well it will come across on the camera. If you can hear that sound, Daryl the cat was just sneezing over there. You can tell where it's colored, so the coloring is not like, I don't want to call it uneven because that makes it sound bad, but it's like you can tell where the strokes of what I think is marker have gone, which is that's an aesthetic that I really like. The edges are edged in pink. You can see. I don't have any decks with this much pink. I'm actually excited. And I think that I'm going to have to find, looking at this deck, I bet there's room in the box too. I'm going to have to find a little rose quartz to live in here, I think. Oh, maybe not inside, maybe on top of, or in a bag with. But this deck screams rose quartz and love to me. So, little flip through of the cards. I will share them with you as I see them. Begin. Change. And it's nice that there's a guidebook, but I feel like this one is a really just an intuitive one as well. The keywords are really nice and clear. Fear. This one actually, this is a random thing. What this reminds me of now is that, just the fear card in particular, like reminded me of this. When I was in counseling not that long ago for anxiety and panic attacks, and working on kind of phobia and things like this, something that my counselor had me do was kind of draw different emotional responses. So she would give me a keyword like fear and say to just draw fear, and I had magic markers and a big piece of paper, and I felt like weird ways about it at the time, but it ended up being a really good exercise, and at least like a prompt for a really good conversation. And the kind of zigzaggy lines on this one really like remind me of that, actually, which feels special to me in a way that I didn't expect. Support. Filling one another's cups as support. Communication. This one for communication with the hands. I notice it sometimes when I make videos that when I'm communicating, I'm like, hand talker. So that reminds me of that for sure. Move on. Blow it away. I like that. Abundance. I did not even know how pink this deck is. Movement. That's fun. Structure. I like that the faces and kind of eyes have different expressions. Sometimes structure can be a word that I have my immediate response to is not positive. So, but it's not a positive or negative thing, right? Not in and of itself. So I like that. Power. And it's like with these abstract, interpretations of these terms, it's like here power is not, to me, this doesn't present power as like a negative or a positive, thing. Could be a great thing, thinking about empowerment. Could be a horrible thing, thinking about power relations that are unequal and exploitative, right? But this, like, I can connect it to power, I think, but it doesn't go like in any of those directions in a really obvious way, which is cool. Choice. Those hands make me think of like weighing options. I also really like the hand at the top of this card, because it's like, oh, there's one or the other, and then there's like maybe there's like a kind of middle way, third option, that's maybe a bit hard to see, but is there. Self-care, so important. Self-doubt. Yeah, that's... So the hand is holding a cup in this image, but then in the mirror, the hand is holding poison. That makes me think of like being really awesome, but looking in the mirror and seeing shit. It's incredible how much this kind of, the drawings are really like, I don't want to say simple, but like are minimal, like at first glance, but there's a lot in there, I think. And I really like the handwriting a lot. Grieve. Childhood. Breaking open something. I want to see what the guidebook is on this one, because I have a response about it, but I'm curious. Okay. The guidebook is alphabetized. That's helpful. Okay. So it says, I was looking at this and thinking like about precariousness, like being held over top of what looks to me like thumbtacks. And the description in the book says, a child's well-being is in the hands of its caretaker. How can we accept, honor, and love the child in ourselves? Like, oh my goodness. Birth. Romance. There's like an intertwining. Sorry. There's like an intertwining and lots of fluids. Romance. Sorry. Truth. I like that because it's like the truth is shining through, whether you can see it, see it readily or not. Rest. Anxiety. This was another one my counselor had me draw my anxiety. My drawing wasn't as good as this one. Mine was just squiggles. All of mine were variants on the squiggle. Defeat. I like how this, sometimes I'll go through when I get a new Oracle deck and kind of sort them into piles of whether a card feels, positive / affirmative, feels like a negative or like a blockage or a obstacle, or kind of neutral. And this one feels balanced to me, which I like. Forgive. Release. This one reminds me of the self-doubt, like seeing the poison in the mirror, and this one is like, the person in this card is like, throw that out, Releasing toxic thinking. Love. Boundaries. I love that, and I love that it's in here, and think that boundaries are really important. And I like what that image says about that. Freedom. Healing. Fire. Trust. It gets better. I have a complicated relationship with this as a phrase, I will say. I like the image, though. Light. Spirit. Make. I will say, and this is like a weird thing to mention, I like how there's a mix of like verbs and nouns. Sometimes it's all one or all the other, but still feels like cohesive together. Endurance. This one feels like holding up the weight of the world. And it's like there's good there and there's love there, but it's like also really weighty. And I really like that there are earthworms in the bottom there. I don't know how visible the earthworms will be, but they're like in here in the dirt. And the last one, connect. I don't know if others will know this reference, but this connect reminds me of the Hedwig and the Angry Inch musical, and the song that talks about finding one's other half. This image, I'm not sure if it's intentional, but this image really like, that's what that image is for me. So that's the Vessel Oracle Spirit Speak Oracle deck by Mary Elizabeth Evans. I know this deck's been out for quite a while, so folks are probably familiar with it. But this is the first time I've seen all the cards, and I'm like, there's a lot in this deck, I think. And I think it could be maybe one that's a little bit, deceptive. It's like, it's pink and covered in hearts, and, maybe it would be one that would, on a shelf, like look fluffy or something like that. But just like first impressions, none at all. And I'm so excited to work with this deck. Thank you so much to Natalie for having this giveaway, and for, it feels weird to say like thank you for picking me when it's like picked out of a hat, not intentionally, but I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much for sending this. I will cherish it and look forward to working with it today, probably, and ongoingly. So thank you so much. Happy channel anniversary to you. And my channel anniversary is coming up soon. So there will be a little surprise on my channel. And by coming up soon, I mean it's already passed. There will be a belated channel anniversary video on my channel coming up too. I was not in the country during my channel anniversary, and but it's my channel's first birthday, and it's actually my birthday tomorrow. So there will be something coming up. We will see. So again, yeah, thank you, Natalie. Thank you for watching. If you stuck with me for 20 minutes, that's really cool of you. I love this deck. I knew that I liked it aesthetically, but just going through it, I love it more than I realized. Thank you so much to Natalie especially, and thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you again soon.